Can someone please explain to me how this card is a 99 overall? I don't see it. If someone can please explain to me how this card's a 99, I would love to know. What's going on, guys? Today we are going to be team building, and yeah, as you guys just saw, today's content, none of it was really gameplay worthy, and also tomorrow's content is looking very dim right now. So hey, if you are watching this video right now, I do appreciate you, because I know Madden 22 right now, some tough times, and yet ironically I'm gonna be making 5 fun theme teams. But yeah, how much fun could you really be having on this game right now, to be honest? But hey, if you do enjoy this video, hit that like button. This way I know you guys want to see more episodes like this. If not, and no one watches this video, hey, it is what it is. I'll keep moving, put my head down, and we'll keep making gameplays. But yeah, if you do enjoy this video and you want to see more episodes or more videos like this, make sure you hit that like button. And also, if you have any fun theme team ideas yourself, drop a comment down below, because if I do make an episode 2 for this series, I will definitely feature your teams and I'll give you a shout out. So hey, drop a comment down below, because there's a ton of different combinations in this game. 50-50 teams, 25-50 teams, 50-50, or sorry, 25-25-25 teams. So there's a bunch of different combinations in this game right now. So yeah, like I said, drop a comment down below if you want a chance to be featured in episode number 2, which hopefully comes out if you guys do enjoy this episode. But yeah, that's enough talking. Before we hop into it though, we have a quick word from our sponsor. Are you sick and tired of gambling your hard-earned money on Madden and 2K packs? Well, look no further than my sponsor, MMOEXP, for the cheapest and the most reliable Madden coins and 2KMT on the market. A link for their website will be right at the top of the description. And do not forget to use code 30 for 5% off. Okay, so for our first team of the day, we are looking at a 25 Rams, 25 Titans team. And this team right here is really good. I mean, they're a really good team that is also very fun to use, which I love about this team. Not only do you have, Dickerson and Henry, but I just love how replaceable these players are. Say you get sick of a dude like Cooper Kupp and you want to use a guy like Wes Welker, for example. You can just move Devontae up, throw Wes in here. And another cool thing about this team is that you only need one wide receiver strat card to run all these dudes at 99 speed. All 4 of these dudes. Devontae Adams, Wes Welker, Randy Moss, and Cooper Kupp. If you have them on a 25 theme team, you only need one wide receiver strat card, which means if you want to try to test your luck, you can go for a running back strat card and make the dudes like Eric Dickerson and Derrick Henry even better than what they already are. And in the same story here. If you're using Eric Dickerson and you get sick of him, sell him back, buy Derrick Henry, use Derrick Henry for a little bit. So I kind of like how you can interchange players on this team and also keep them very, very good. Also, Odell's here too, a very fun card, but you will need that extra wide receiver strat card for him. But yeah, you can also use Joe Namath if you like his play style more. If you like Randall Cunningham, go with him. You are going to see a lot of Devontae Adams, Randall Cunningham, and Evan Ingram today, mainly because they are all top 3 at their position, and they all get all-team chem, so they fit on any theme team. So you are going to see a lot of those guys today. But it is what it is. They're just very good. Now on our defense, we are also very good. We have Night Train Lane, the brand new Desmond King, Randy Moss cornerback, Jadeveon Clowney, Elroy, Von Miller, Clay Matthews, a good middle linebacker if you are going to play like a 6-1 defense where you have to use linebackers. Jayon Brown's really good, especially on a theme team. Ryan O'Rapko, you got Julio Jones over the top, Cam Chancellor, and also Marcus May with Logan Ryan. So just a really good team, man. A really good team that you can interchange a lot of guys. You have good pass rush. The defense is very stout. They're all end game if you run this exact defense. With this offense, yeah, it won't the game won't be stale for you, because like I said, you can switch dudes around, you can run different people, and yeah, I like this team a lot, man. So our first team today, 25 Rams and 25 Titans. So for our second team of the day, we are looking at a 25 Seahawks and a 25 Patriots team. So I've already used kind of 3 meta theme teams so far. I used the Rams and now the Seahawks and the Patriots, but I've been looking at this team for a minute, mainly because they are just really good, man. You have Randy Moss. You're going to see a lot of Randy today, because I think Randy's a super fun card to use. Same with a guy like Ocho Cinco. And then if you want to use Wes on this team, you're more than welcome to. Second Wes Welker, Randy Moss combination on here today. But also Devontae Adams, if you want to run this receiving core, I do like this core a little bit better than this core or I guess that core. But I mean, wait, how did I have this like this? Yeah, like this. I mean, if you don't want to run it with cheats like Devontae, you could run it like this. But if you want to get the best team out of this team, it would look something like this. But Cordero Patterson, I love him, 240. Any way you could add speed to Cordero is a W. Love this card a whole lot. You have Fred Taylor and Edgerrin James. So like I said with the previous team, if you want to use and try different running backs, you have 3 really good options right here. 3 really good ones, and also potential for a LeGarrette Blount upgrade. I mean, those are a bunch of really good, like really good running backs in this game. Quarterback, Russell Wilson, if you're more of a pocket passer. Tom Brady does exist. Obviously still very expensive, but he is in the game. Yeah, Franco Harris, fullback. Fullbacks, they don't really matter because you can always use that Zonka card, but Franco is pretty good. Offensive line-wise, pretty good. Only like 1 cheat, I guess, on this offensive line. You have Gronk, and yes, you could use Evan Ingram, but I feel like Gronk on a theme team is kind of dynamic. Obviously, you can run both, but I wanted to keep Gronk on this team because it is a Patriots team. It just felt wrong not leaving Gronk on it. On defense, though, we got some pretty good corners with some good variety. I feel like Ty Law and Revis are also due for upgrades. I'm not sure how they would update another Sherman card, but I like Sherman right now in the slot as your cornerback 3. Sean Springs, Randy on the outsides. You could run DJ Reed. He's just 5'9", so it is a little bit tough, but I think Ty Law and Revis are coming around the corner, so not a bad team to switch to. You have Chandler Jones on this team, also Kevin Pierre-Louis on this team. Will Fork in the middle, Kevin Williams, team of the week, Jadeveon Clowney, Hicks, Freeney, KJ Wright, Levon Kirkland. You got Cam Chancellor. You have Jimmy Graham on this team, Logan Ryan, and Taylor Mays. So a really good team, not only offensively, but defensively as well, with a bunch of fun names. I think Sherman's a really fun name to use. Randy Corner, obviously super fun. Jadeveon Clowney, a fun card. And yeah, Vince Wilfork, obviously probably the most fun card. So team number 2 is a 25 Seahawks and a 25 Patriots team. One more thing I want to say about these first 2 teams is that they are both 25-25s, and if you use dudes like, Whitehead, or use dudes like Roger Saffold or Leonard Floyd or Emmanuel Sanders or Ndamukong Suh, if you use those kind of names, you can build 25-25-25 teams pretty easily in this game. So say you're let's just say you're a Lions fan, you wanted to add a Lions 25 to this 25 Rams, 25 Titans team. You can do that pretty easily. So I always say this, if you're a fan of a team, run their theme team. It makes this game a whole lot more fun. So if you want to add, like your fan favorite team to this 25 team, you can do that pretty easily in this game, which makes it pretty cool. So yeah, that's always an option out there. So our third build today is a 25 Vikings, 25 Cardinals team, which also does mean the third Randy Moss and Devontae Adams combination. This one is kind of like the first team, mainly because, you have a bunch of good offensive options. Not really at quarterback like you have with the Rams, because you can run, Joe Namath, but I would run Randall Cunningham at quarterback. That is easily the best for both of these teams right now, unless we get like a juiced like Culpepper, or like, I don't even know if a good Kirk Cousins card would even be that good. But at running back, you can switch between Edgerrin or Cordero or Chris Johnson. At receiver, if you don't want to run Devontae, you could run Larry Fitzgerald on the Cardinals team. You could run Stephon Diggs on this team. But you most likely are going to want to run Justin Jefferson. I think he's a really fun card in this game. I think Randy Moss is a fun card, like I've said for the 3rd time today. I like Cordero a lot. That's just me, though. This is my, these are my builds, but I love Cordero's card. But yeah, Evan Ingram's on here. Offensive line is crazy. And on defense, you do have 2 pretty fun cards in Stephon Diggs and Randy Moss. And also, by the way, I should have said this in the last clip, but you can also add a 25 Backyard Ballers team pretty easily to any 25-25. So you could also do that. It wouldn't be a bad idea for this team, adding, +1 to, Randy and Stephon. Or if you want to run, I don't even know what holes you'd actually have to fill, but if you want to go ballers, you could easily add a 25 ballers team. I mean, yeah, it's going to be expensive, but you can easily do it and add it to any 25-25. I'm on today's list so far, but yeah, on the defense side of the ball, they got Night Train Lane, Stephon Diggs, Randy Moss. Up front, I mean, they're big boys in the up front. I mean, they're scary, even in the middle, too. Kevin Williams, Linval Joseph, Calais Campbell, Hassan Reddick, J.J. Watt, Daniil Hunter. I mean, obviously Chandler Jones, Anthony Barr getting an upgrade tomorrow. Wilbur Marshall's all right. Nothing crazy, but Joey Porter, who's also due for an upgrade. Safety-wise, Isaiah Simmons, who is endgame. He came out on Christmas. He is very much endgame. The card still goes crazy. Harrison Smith, Larry Wilson. You could also run if you want to get, Marcus May, or if you want to get Taylor Mays. He's an option for this, but I kind of like Bryant McKinney on this team. I think it's kind of funny. But yeah, that is our third team of the day, a 25 Cardinals and a 25 Vikings team. So for our fourth team of the day, we have a little bit of like an off meta team. I mean, the Jets team was very meta for a good part of the year. Right now, they've obviously kind of fallen off a cliff, but I feel like that they are kind of going to make a comeback here soon. But right now, 25 Jets, 25 Lions. A really good team, man. Really good. You have good offensive line if you use Baselli. You can get away with running O'Day, but maybe you want to cheat there. But you got Hawkinson. You could obviously run Evan Ingram. Joe Namath, you could also obviously run Randall Cunningham, depending on preference. At running back, you'd probably got to run Chris Johnson, but if you're on next gen, I don't hate Adrian Peterson for you. I also don't hate LeGarrette Blount right now. Even though he's been out for a very long time, I think he's very due for an upgrade, and I feel like you could low-key still get the job done with him right now, just because of his weight and his ability to air truck and just kind of break tackles and be super glitchy. I do like LeGarrette Blount, so those are the running backs for this team. At receiver, I mean, looking at these overalls, they're not going to blow your socks off, but Calvin Johnson, 99 speed on this team, and also Amon-Ra St. Brown is a 6-foot route runner who can get to 99 speed on this team. So you have 3 99 speed receivers. 2 of them are really good archetypes, so you can run maybe 2 route techs or 2 deep outs, and then Calvin can have like red zone or whatever. If you want to run route tech on Calvin, that'll save, some AP because you're running Devontae Adams and Amon-Ra St. Brown. But just a really good team here offensively, and also on the defensive side of the ball, they're also really good. You have Night Train Lane. I mean, if you don't want to use a 5'9 corner, you could use a cheat there if you want to, but you have Amani who got a redux today. Night Train, I also feel like, Revis is due for an upgrade. Ty Law's due for an upgrade. As far as these receivers go as well, you're also due for a, Keyshawn Johnson upgrade, who I think I talked about on the stream the other night. I think Keyshawn Johnson might be the best receiver to, if we get his upgrade before Golden Tickets, I think he might be the best receiver to end the year before Golden Tickets, because he's a 6'4 route runner who's really good after the catch. So he's going to have, the discounted route tech and that discounted deep out, but also being 6'4 and being really good after the catch and getting good animations and stuff like that. So looking forward to Keyshawn here on the Jets team. Also looking forward to Brandon Marshall here on the Jets team. And like I said, Revis, Ty Law, but right now their corners are already good. Their safeties are very good. I would probably run free safety Calvin on this team if I were you. He's a good option. I mean, he's not that fast, but he's 6'5 and still a good user, honestly, because he's going to animate. If you're using him, he's going to feel a bit faster. So don't hate Calvin. You have Barry off the edge, who's amazing. You have CJ Mosley in the middle, Kevin Pierre-Louis. You could also run Chandler Jones. Marcus May is actually on the Jets team with Ed Reed. And you could also obviously run Cam Chancellor on this team. We got Youngblood here off the edge because they don't really have any good edge rushers, but this is a really good team. A really good team. Greeny, Willis, they all play well. So kind of like a team that isn't really too meta, but also a fun team because you have dudes like, Calvin Johnson, Devontae on this team. You got Night Train, who's a fun card, Ronnie Lott, and even Amani, who I love in this game. So our 14 today, a 25, and also Barry too, but our 14 today is 25 Jets and 25 Lions. And for our final team today, we have a 25, 25, 25 with the Packers, the Falcons, and the Texans. Yes, a super random combination. Very random. Very random. Very random. But we have Devontae, Calvin Ridley, Julio Jones. Again, if you have the coin, go Aaron Rodgers if you want to use them. If you're a Packers fan, go for it. Randall Cunningham can obviously be used on this team. I love Kyle Pitts, a very fun card. The only problem with this team is the offensive line, which is tough, but you have a bunch of fun names. You guys clearly see that I love Cordero Patterson. I mean, that's obvious from just watching this video. But Dickerson, Cordero Patterson, these receivers are cool. Julio, he's just a fun card. Julios are always fun to use in, but on defense, though, Julio, free safety. Darnell Savage, a super cool card. Jimmy Graham, Ed Reed, and you could probably use Cam Chancellor there. But I like these corners a lot. Desmond King, if you don't want to use Desmond King, you could use Aaron Glenn. You could use a cheat. You could use Casey Hayward even if you don't feel like buying Desmond King. But 3 good corners in Deion Sanders, Desmond King, Charles Woodson. You got Will Fork in the middle. And you're probably wondering, why are the Texans even in here? But I love the Texans pass rush. I mean, they got a bunch of cool names. Vince Wilfork, Jadeveon Clowney, J.J. Watt. Kevin Pierre-Louis isn't a really good pass rusher, but can definitely drop into coverage and play some zone if you want to go that route. Also, you have A.J. Hawk up there. So this is a really fun team with a bunch of fun names that I guess is kind of random, but they kind of fit together really well. They really do. You have running backs, you have receivers, you have corners, you have safety. So yeah, I also pass rush too. So our final team today is a 25 Falcons, 25 Green Bay, and 25 Texans team. One of the most random teams I think ever assembled, but it just works. It just works. Alright guys, so that is going to do it for 5 fun theme team builds here in Madden 22. Like I said earlier, if you have any fun ideas, drop them down below in the comment section. If we have an episode 2, I'll be sure to feature your team idea and give you a shout out. So drop a comment down below. And yeah, if you are still watching, what should we comment? Comment 50 Raiders is a fun team to use. Yeah, let's comment that. If you're still watching up to this point, comment 50-50 Raiders is the most fun team I've used this year. Comment that down below if you are still watching up till this point. And if you are new here, hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications. And as always, I will see you boys in the next one.